So hey guys, welcome to Dart session. So here we'll be solving few of the problems for beginners who are new to Flutter or new to Dart and want to know about the language. So I'll be telling each and everything what we are using on the screen so you'll have an idea. So today we'll be just doing a calculation, a simple calculation, addition, subtraction or both like uh, using the Dart language. So everything has every language has a main function and void because it can return empty. So now if I run it here, so it still works because void is here and it can return empty. So before writing anything in the main function, we need to create a function which is outside of main function, and we can name it anything. So let's give add. So what add has inside it, so we must define it right now. We can always define it later, so let's define it later. So now what is uh, so what will be there in addition? So addition of two numbers, right, or three numbers. Let's just keep two numbers now. So a plus b would be the what do you say, the the operation, the addition operation. So now what is a plus b? So it is a result, right? So what will a plus b return? So let it be a result. Now we haven't initialized a or b or result. So because the compiler wouldn't know what the hell is happening, what is a, what is b, it doesn't know. So the function basic structure is this, and whatever we use inside, so we have to initialize it. So now we have initialized this, and this is all we need, and the result will be stored in, which is also an integer. It will be stored here, and the function, it will always end with a semicolon, and it will always return whatever that is. So here in our case it is result. So the result has is returned, and this is the basic structure. So whatever you do, uh, just get with this. So this is the very basic structure. Now we go back to void main, which has nothing. So let's just print, give us the first number. Now this might sound a little bit tricky for you, but I'll help you way. I'll help you away. So now if we run, we'll have, give us your first number. So we cannot enter anything here because we haven't asked the input. So we have to ask compiler, like we have to uh, like if we enter anything, it has to take our number. So to do that, we must use uh, scanner in Java, but here we must read it. Whatever the input is here, so we must read it. So to do that, we have to use something called stdin, standard input. It is called read. So R is small, read line sync, and end with this parenthesis and all. So now this will read it. So we have to store somewhere, right? Like we give 10 or 12, then it has to be stored somewhere. So we give int a. So let's just give int. Okay, it might be confusing for you. So let's just give int first. So now it is going to be stored. So same with that, we'll do with the second number. So now this won't work because Dart is a null safety programming language. So what is null safety? Sometimes when people don't pass anything here, so there will be runtime errors. To stop that, Dart will have something called null assertions and everything. So here we must, because see, this is the input given by user, we don't know if it's null or not, so we must always keep this question marks. So now this is done, but this, sorry, huge mistake, this will be in a string. I know this is an integer, I know this is an integer, but this will be in a string. So why, I'll tell you. First it will be taken as a string in Dart, only in Dart it will be taken as a string. Whatever you give 5, you give anything, it will be taken as a string. Now here we need integer, right? So we must convert this string into integer. So how do we do that? It is very simple. int. Okay, a will be confusing because here we have done a and you will be so it will be num1, so which is number 1 int dot parse, we pass the first. So now what it will do is it will convert into integer. So always add null assertions in case of this, uh, like it is always a good practice, otherwise it will return errors. So same here, but this will be second and this will be number 2. So now here is one problem. uh, we have initialized this, but this package doesn't exist right now. So whenever you start anything, you import dart io, so dart input output. So now let us just run it and see what is going to be happening. So it is taking it, it is really taking it, but it is not doing any operation here. Why? Because we haven't given any operation, we haven't called the function, but this is taking the input, which is a good sign. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna print and say the answer is. So let us just call int final is. So what is int final? It is a plus b, so 1 plus 2. So we are given 1 and we are given 2, which must add. So to add it is a plus b or num1 plus num2. So that function is already here. So we call that function again, and instead of int a int b we give num1 and num2. So now it is stored in the final, the addition result is stored in the final. So we can always, so final we cannot give because final is also a keyword, so let's give finale. So final is also defined for a keyword, so we cannot give. Okay, let's delete the console and run it again. So give us first number 10, give us second number 20, and the answer is 30. So instead of doing this, we can, the answer is, and we use this dollar symbol inside the inverted commas, and then we can just initialize it. So we can give it here, so it will still work. So let's just run it again. Give us first number 534 and second number 128. The answer is 662. So this is it, guys. So everything I have covered it, uh, whatever that is there, why we should use the return, everything that it is covered. So this is the a concept of functions in Dart. Thank you.